You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Monday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby.
We want to say thank you to everyone who came out to hang out with us for Burgers for Breakfast in North Bay, and of course Burgers for Breakfast in Sudbury, and also we went to Valley East Day Saturday night in Sudbury as well.
What a fantastic weekend. I will say, the weather almost couldn't have been worse. I mean, short of snow, the weather couldn't have been worse for the whole weekend, but it was so worth it for all the people that we got to see. We got to meet Dart and Beers Luke, who came out in North Bay to see us.
He is a real guy,
And we got to meet so many people in Sudbury. We got to get out to a Wolves game. I was almost the greatest moment of my life was seeing you so disappointed at that Sudbury Wolves game when the Wolf didn't run out.
Yeah.
When they scored the first 3 goals of the game.
For anyone who doesn't know junior hockey too well, the Sudbury Wolves have a real stuffed wolf that runs across on a wire like it's Owen Hart or something after they score a goal.
Taxidermied wolf that every time they score, it comes zipping out to about just over
center
the ice.
Yeah.
And then it retracts. And then, so we watch a 7-4 Sudbury Wolves victory over the Barrie Colts. You thinking oh my God, we're going to see the Wolf run so much. The first 3 goals doesn't move. Brock's almost in shambles.
Thank God we were hanging out with news guy Nick, who he's got some pull on the team there.
Yeah.
I was choked. He texted someone, and then the next thing you know, the Wolf was running there. But no, it was a good time getting to go see all you beautiful, sexy people, and I appreciate everyone for standing out in the rain, both in North Bay and Sudbury, because I feel like we're both going to get sick, so I know a bunch of you guys are too. So,
and if nothing else, we helped spread the idea of burgers for breakfast.
Yes.
There were people who were like, I would never have a burger for breakfast, but I wanted to come out and see you guys, that left with their eyes open, realizing there's no reason you can't have a burger at breakfast time.
Don't let Big Egg change your mind, all right?
What was you came up with this whole conspiracy theory this weekend.
No, it's legit. Breakfast is a made-up thing.
Right.
Yeah, it was made up in the 40s or 50s.
Big Egg trying to corner the breakfast market.
I guarantee you, it's just a bunch of farmers were like, the fuck am I supposed to do with all of these?
They sought out the ways to make sure that we wouldn't eat things like burgers first thing in the morning.
Read between the lines, guys.
Don't let Big Egg win, unless you're putting a fried egg on your burger, because that is actually the best of both worlds.
It's aight.
It's great.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Apparently, avocado hand season is done. Do you know what avocado hand season is?
What did you just say?
Avocado hand?
I have no idea what that is, brother.
Apparently, between the months of April through July, actually mid-August, they say that those are the most popular months that people slice open their hands while cutting open avocados.
Oh, okay.
They say that avocado hand is actually the status 1 in 50 knife injuries occurs because of an avocado.
1 in 50 is avocado related?
Yeah, they say about half the people who are injured will suffer wounds to their palms.
Yo,
avocados are dangerous to I get that. They've got that little piece in the middle,
the big pit.
The big pit. Yeah.
It looked like the old computer mouse when it used to have the wheel on the bottom instead of the laser. Mm-hmm. That's basically what's inside an avocado now.
Yeah.
And I thought that thing stopped the knife, though. I thought, that's a big chunky piece of fruit in the middle there.
They say from people barbecuing to just trying to make avocado toast. Hundreds of thousands of people injured every single year, but particularly in the summer.
That's crazy. We need to regulate guacamole to protect the people.
You know what's crazy is we go from avocado hand to just getting sliced while people are going to start trying to carve pumpkins in the next few weeks.
Oh, that's true.
What's more dangerous, the avocado or the pumpkin?
You know what? I'm going to say it's the avocado because the avocado's got a bigger window. Right?
Ooh.
Nobody's carving pumpkins past October.
But people get the actual, butcher knife out for the pumpkins.
True.
Right?
Yeah, you got a whole tool set to carve your pumpkin.
Yeah, you got the kids around and everything.
Oh, man, trying to show off.
Mm-hmm. The only plus side about the pumpkin is if you get a little blood on the pumpkin, it just makes it a little more scarier, right?
Sure, makes it more accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, more realistic.
There's positives and negatives to everything.
You get blood in the guacamole, and all of a sudden, it's a health risk.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
We've got friend of the show, Cliff, on the phone. Tell your story, dude.
Yeah. Grade 7. I was starting to carve the pumpkin. I gutted the pumpkin. My hands were all wet, and I went to carve into the pumpkin. start cutting it up. And I had the knife in my hand. I was holding it like you'd see in a slasher movie.
Yeah, like Michael Myers or something.
All right, yeah. So into the pumpkin it went, and the pumpkin was really dense, and I lost my grip because my hand was still slippery from the guts, and my hand slid down the blade, and I sliced both tendons in half in the pinky. And to this day, so that was grade 7. I'm 40 years old now. To this day, the one joint I still can't move because they couldn't reattach that one tendon.
Oh, my God.
Have you ever carved another pumpkin since is the real question.
Not with a sharp knife. Now I go get those little flimsy ones with the round serrations on it.
Yeah, the little kit you get from Spirit.
Yeah. I balled up my fist and my pinky was pointing straight up like an antenna, and I couldn't move it. I was like, what the hell is going on?
This honestly sounds more horrific than any of the Michael Myers movies recently.
Avocado's got nothing, man.
I'd love to see, because we saw the stat line of, what did it say, 1 in 50 knife injuries occurs from avocados.
Right.
I'd love to see a full list of just different foods.
So I just found the American Journal of Emergency Medicine actually has an article from 2022 on pumpkin carving knife injuries.
Okay.
From 2012 to 2021, so a span of about 10 years inclusive, there was an estimated 20,579 pumpkin-related knife injuries.
Oh, my God.
So that's about 2,000 people a year hurting themselves on pumpkins.
That's reported, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you got to imagine there's a lot of people who don't admit it.
100%, right? If the cut isn't bad enough to require professional medical attention, you don't tell anybody about that.
What do you think is the most dangerous food that you could cut yourself on?
Oh, man, I would say it's probably... You know what? I've seen the way that people chop up onions, and I feel like fingertips get nicked a lot.
Onions, carrots. I'd honestly say frozen hamburgers would be another one. Not
when
even...
you're trying to, like, use the knife to split them apart?
Yeah, I guarantee you there's probably a weird stat about how many people end up... And that's another one that I'd probably rather lie about, too.
100%. The only way you're ever going to find out that I used a big kitchen knife to try and pry 2 frozen burgers apart and then hurt myself is if I need to go to the doctor to fix what I've done.
Wild way to say I was too impatient to wait for them to, like, thaw.
Couldn't even think to just run some hot water over the knife to help wedge them apart easier. I'm in there hacking like Norman Bates in the shower, and now I'm a bloody mess.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I've started finding more stats on, well, just food and things in your kitchen that can 3825 you up.
Because we found out what was it, avocado season just ended?
Avocado hand season.
That's right, where people sliced their hands open with avocados. It went to pumpkins, and now you found even more?
Apparently ramen noodles. A study examined there was 790 cases of children admitted to the burn center in the United States last year for scald injuries from the hot liquids.
Damn, yeah, I guess you're right, because you get the water boiling, you add in the sauce and everything.
Even just in general, microwavable foods, there was over 1,500 cases in the past 5 years of people getting burns on their faces from things exploding on them.
Oh, dude, I mean, yeah, you put the first time that you find out that you put, like, soup or something in the microwave for too long and all of a sudden it starts getting, like, bubbly, you learn that lesson real quick one time, or at least hopefully you do.
It just flubbers onto your face out of nowhere. They also say that cheese graters, there's huge stats for people getting injuries. That's not a surprise, to be honest.
No, cheese graters, and what's that other one that makes the slice of the
mandolin?
That's it. Yeah. That's a dangerous
Both
one.
of those have high stats. Your pressure cooker as well, same thing. A lot of people getting face burns on that.
Dude, have you used an Instant Pot? The first time you go to, like, let the pressure out, it's so terrifying because you're basically disarming a bomb.
Yeah.
When you let the steam out and it just comes roaring out at you. I fully shrieked the first time I pushed the button.
It should come with a face mask, honestly.
100%. Big welder's mask, right? As you hit that button.
Yeah. And hey, you know what? Some people are going to be like, you guys are wimps. You know what? Hey, some people wear visors playing hockey. Some people don't, all right?
You call me a wimp if you want. You know what else you can call me? Somebody who's never been part of these statistics.
Champagne is another big one in people's houses. There's a study that says that champagne bottle corks were responsible for 20% of eye-related injuries in the United States?
I was trying to figure out, I was like, what do you mean champagne? I was like, are people getting drunk and getting hurt?
Popping bottles, baby.
I didn't even think about cork-related injuries.
Dude, it says here 26% of people that get hit in the eye with a cork will go legally blind.
Oh, I would imagine. I mean, if you have the misfortune, those things, A, super hard, super dense, flying super fast. If you get it right in the eye, we're not built for that kind of impact, brother. That's not surprising at all.
Just ruin mimosas forever for you.
Damn.
And the biggest one, actually, frozen pizza.
Frozen? How do you hurt yourself with a frozen pizza?
Burns.
Oh, just trying to get it out of the oven.
Whether it's getting it out of the oven, eating it too fast.
Burn the roof of your mouth.
They say 2,300 people have been sent to the emergency room in the year of 2010 alone. That's the most recent stat that I could find from like I said, burning your mouth, burning your hands, whatever it is.
Okay, I'll tell you this right now. If we're talking about pizza, frozen pizza, burning your mouth, sending people to the ER, where are the stats on pizza pops? That's what I really want to know.
You know what I'm learning this morning? Just order skip the dishes, dude.
100%. Let somebody else bring you the food.
Yeah, let someone else burn their face to their hands, bro.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Apparently, there's a soccer player in the UK last week who had to be listed as day-to-day before one of their team's games.
No.
As he pulled a muscle in his back from sneezing.
Damn. I'm guessing 40 years old. That's about when that started happening to me.
They say he actually tore the muscle in his back before the game from a quote-unquote hefty sneeze.
Holy hell. I mean, listen, some people got those little mousy little sneezes, and good for them.
This had to be a full dad sneeze.
100%. Like, you've heard me sneeze before. Some of us are just built in a way that when the sneeze comes on, you just gotta hold on for the ride.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that's what happened here.
I will
Torn
say,
muscle?
I will say this is one of those, you're getting old moments if you blow your back out from sneezing.
100%. I've been a loud sneezer my whole life, but it didn't hurt in the 20s the way it hurts in my 40s.
Yeah. But sneezes are dangerous. I mean, you ever sneeze while driving?
Oh, God. And especially because you can feel a sneeze coming on usually, even if just briefly.
But you can't keep your eyes open.
And then you're behind the wheel and you feel the sneeze coming on and you're just like, this might be it. We may not come back from this.
It'd be really tough to rear end someone because you sneezed. Like, nobody's ever going to believe that that's what happened, right? If you hit me, I'm going to be like, you were clearly looking at your phone.
Right, yeah. What happened? Why did you just run into me? I was stopped at the red light. And you're like, I sneezed. I'm so sorry.
I've never thought about how much it must suck to be driving during allergy season.
Right. Oh, my God. You can't have you have to have the air circulating inside, because if you're just bringing the pollen, the dust in through the AC...
What's the worst vehicle to be driving if you have to sneeze?
Oh, it's got to be a semi, right?
Semi?
I mean, if you're in a vehicle that big,
Well, I was
going to
say, what about landing a plane?
Oh, I was just thinking about on the road.
Yeah, like all
You're
vehicles, right?
You're coming in for a landing. You've got the runway in sight, because that's the thing is when you sneeze too, it's so easy to like move.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much for a plane to be like not in a good landing
Imagine
position.
how different that movie would have been if Sully had a sneeze before they went into the Hudson. Helicopters would be the same thing. Right?
Yeah, fighter jets, any kind of aircraft, to be honest, you're not flying itself.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a bad time if you get a big sneeze.
Oh man, imagine being in an air show.
You're in like the snowbirds.
Yeah.
Everybody's in formation, and all of a sudden one plane just like kind of dips. He sneezed up there. You can tell.
Oh, motorcycle would actually suck pretty bad too.
Ooh.
Especially if you had the closed full face helmet.
Oh God, and you just snot all over it. Now you can't see. It's like when you get the squid in Mario Kart that inks your screen.
Yeah.
But it's your own nose. Or honestly, one of those not the race boats, the jet boats. The ones that go like super fast, the hydrofoils and stuff like that.
You're already getting water in your face. Yeah.
Dude, you're just trying to keep those things on the water. If they wobble at all, we've all seen the videos where they flip around. Imagine being like, oh my God, what a horrific crash. What happened? Ragweed season, brother.
Steve just texted and he said GT Snow Racer. Those things are hard enough to try and figure out as a kid.
No. That's fun. Listen, we all know when you think about it, you're not really in control of a GT snow racer. If you sneeze, nothing changes. You're still out of control.
I'm just thinking about like a Winter Olympic sports. If you do like the long distance ski jumping and you sneeze right before.
Maybe that gives you a little boost.
Yeah.
Maybe that hops you up a little bit. You get a little extra height.
You're in the half pipe snowboarding and you coming up for a big 1080 and just
Dude, see those people? What is it? The ones with the moguls where they're like bouncing back and forth.
Oh God, yeah.
And you're just cartwheeling down.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
We got friend of the show, Joe, on the phone. Joe, what's the worst time to sneeze?
It's got to be while having sex. I mean, let's be honest. No one's having fun during that, right?
Well, I don't think we can say no one because someone out there probably, but yeah,
someone's probably into it, actually. Yeah, thinking about it now.
Vast majority, though, that's a bad time.
That's true.
That's a great way to break up with someone, though.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm allergic to you. We can't do this anymore. We got a few people texting in at 762-555. I mean, even getting away from sex, just going in for a first kiss, maybe?
Yeah.
Or if it was your wedding, like after you do your vows and they're like, you may now kiss the bride, and you just...
just a big wet one, too. Just like, oh, no.
A lot of people texting in bathroom-related stuff. I mean, if you've ever taken a leak, I can't speak for the ladies on this one.
No, but if you're a fella and you stand, we've all had that moment where you can feel it coming on. And you're just like, no, not now. Oh, God, not now.
Instantly covering the toilet seat. Instantly. I mean, if you're passing gas, too, it's questionable as well. Like,
yeah. Well, it's because it's a chain reaction, right?
What's that thing Kevin James does in Grown Ups? It's like the fart, sneeze,
and a burp.
A burp
it?
all at
fart,
once.
Sneeze, and a burp.
Fart, snurp or something.
Just everything just evacuated.
I will say you would probably explode. Because it'd be the ultimate, like, pure bliss feeling of satisfaction, I think.
Right, yeah. Oh, to be relieved in 3 directions at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, what's left for you on this earth?
If only you could make it a little sexual. I do like this text in here, and stoners will get this one. We got a text from Craig at 762-555. Said, worst time to sneeze is when you're rolling a doobie.
Oh,
and it goes everywhere.
You're just making a mess. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's another bad one? It's just anytime you're making food. Like, obviously, much worse if you're working in a kitchen.
Oh.
But even just at home, when you're preparing food for, like, your family or whatever.
Damn, I didn't even think about being a server.
Oh.
And you're carrying out a bunch of plates out to someone.
You're in one of those fancy places where you kind of carry the tray a little high, like up shoulder height, and all of a sudden,
Especially if it's the spicy food could get you the pepper, whatever it is.
Oh, bringing out the, when you go to some of those restaurants, they do the on-the-table fajitas with like the super hot, boom, it's a sneeze and it's everywhere.
There's a lot of jobs that would suck. I mean, being a surgeon, being a dentist, being in someone's mouth, poking around, tattoo artist if you had to sneeze.
Dude. The things that you could do to a person, and completely innocently, right? Not on purpose, but you got a little bit of a ragweed allergy and you're doing some shading, some line work.
What's worse, getting a prostate exam and sneezing, or being the doctor and sneezing while getting a prostate exam?
Do you think any doctor has ever had an injured finger due to the clenching of a sneeze? It's that full body... All of a sudden, your knuckle is sideways.
Dude, that's actually pretty impressive. If you can break someone's finger that way, you got to start teaching a class on that one or something.
It's called Kegels.
That's a self-defense class there, dude.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
You know those BuzzFeed quizzes that are so much fun? Yeah, that's not what this is. It's the quiz with Brock and Dalby.
All right, let's get into it here. Today's theme for the quiz is songs with wild in the title. So I'm going to give you the band as I always do, and you got to give me the wild song. All right, buddy?
All right. I get the premise. I reject it. Carry on.
I think this one is fairly easy.
No. Because when you say that, then it puts the pressure on me, and if I even get one wrong, you hit that stupid bell.
Legit potential to go 100% today. I do think I'm believing in you, brother.
It's too much. Okay, let's do it.
You're going to get this one for sure. When I say Aerosmith, you would say, oh no? Oh no. The look on your face is not good.
Nope.
You don't have it?
Wild?
You don't got it, do you?
I want to say Wild Child, but I don't think that's it. Deuces are wild.
We laugh about the title of this song all the time.
Not to mention, that song is technically Canadian, and it has haunted me my entire radio career.
Sorry, man.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You can't tee me up like this.
Sorry. You should get this one. When I say Steppenwolf, you would say?
Born to be Wild.
There we go.
Also Canadian.
Yeah. Hey, you may not have the right answers for all of them, but you got some fun facts sometimes.
Buried away in this brain of mine.
All right. I should get this one too, I hope. When I say the Rolling Stones, you would say?
Wild Horses.
There we go.
I'm so down on myself now for getting that first one wrong.
But you know what? Sometimes you need that, and it just clears your brain out a little bit, right?
Oh, hey, you put all the stress on me of a perfect game, and I blew it in the first inning, so...
Okay, I'll say Lou Reed here, you would say?
Lou Reed. Take Walk on the Wild Side. Now we're just cheating.
Trying to give me
now we're just
I'm feeling bad now, okay? I've never seen you so distraught from this. What about Motley Crue?
Motley Crue? Is it just called Wild Side?
There we go.
Yeah,
I kind of did a spin off of the Lou Reed thing.
I was trying to think of are there brackets or all these other
We're
things?
having fun, right?
Yeah, no, this is the best.
We're having fun.
It's a bummer because I'm getting all these other ones.
I know, that's why I said there's so much potential here. All right, let's see how you do here. When I say the Trogs, you would say?
Oh, that's the this is the one I thought of the song, but I couldn't think of who sings it. But as soon as you said it out loud, that's Wild Thing, right? From Major League.
Actually.
Oh, no, it's not the Major League version. This is the original.
Yeah, it's the original. The one from Major League is X.
Yeah.
But you know what, man?
Is that it?
I know you hate this. Damn, Aerosmith got you.
Damn, Aerosmith got me. You know what, though? But if I had gotten the Aerosmith one, you wouldn't have given me the hint on the Lou Reed one.
Probably.
So it was not meant to be that I was going to get the 100% today, but...
You know what? 5 out of 6 ain't bad.
You know what it is?
Your mom would be proud if you brought home this quiz.
Hey, my mom's proud of me, and I've done a lot worse than 5 out of 6 in my life.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
If you smell what
The Dalby?
is cooking.
Is that why you got me to do this? That's why. Brock, if you missed it, Brock was like, I have a surprise. I just have to go to the bathroom. When I come back, I'll give you the surprise. He comes back in, and all he says is, say the Dalby into the microphone. That was the surprise.
No, it's not the surprise. It's just the lead up.
Oh, okay.
So for the past 3 weeks, maybe month now, there has been a running joke off of something that happened where one day, one of us smelt like roast beef.
No, they didn't. Stop telling people that. Nobody smelled like roast beef. You made it up.
I didn't make it up. I smelt it. I didn't dealt it, though. And everywhere Dalby's been going, people have been asking him.
Oh, my God. All weekend. We were out at so many things this weekend. Every place we went, someone asked me about the beef thing.
People have been, legit getting close to him and taking whiffs of him.
It's weird. Y'all got to stop doing that. I like a good bit as much, but if one more person sniffs me, it's going to get weird.
And I've had a few people say that you should really do something with this whole beef kind of joke that's been going around. So I sent you to the link to badshop.ca there. If you take a little look-see at what I got our friend...
What is this?
Tell the people what you're looking at.
Okay, first of all, is this a Marty original?
This is Marty the Martiste original.
Our friend and in-show artist, the Martiste, has dressed me up using my face from our logo and a drawing of what is only described as The Rock in the mid-2000s with the open floral shirt.
Peak Attitude Era Rock.
Obviously skin lightened to match my face. Holding up a rack of beef. And it says, can you smell what the Dalby is cooking? What in God's name is this?
It's the greatest
This is
shirt.
not on the store.
This is officially, if you want to see the shirt,
This is not on the
text
store.
beef to 762-555 or check the podcast links. It is officially on sale, badshop.ca. Me and Marty have been working on this for 3 weeks. It took 2 weeks to get on the website and get approved.
It's on the store right now. It's not. Okay, so I just went to the shop where I can zoom in on the picture.
Yeah.
It's not a floral shirt. Those are cuts of meat. It's a Tommy Bahama style shirt, but instead of really nice flowers, it's steaks and ribs.
What do you think? What do you think?
Okay, I think 2 things.
It's pretty awesome, right?
1, I think you're a bad friend. I think you're a bad person for continuing this perpetual lie that I smell like roast beef.
Okay.
And 2, this is the coolest shirt I've ever seen. I love it so much more than any of our other merch.
And remember, the best part is, it's all for charity, guys.
I'll say this.
100% of the proceeds go to the Canadian Cancer Society.
This one's way more flattering than the Dalby shirt.
I thought you would like it. So many people, as soon as the whole beef thing started, were like, dude, you got to start making shirts. So me and Marty were talking, and he had the design for us, and we'd been waiting for it to go on the website the past couple of weeks, and this morning it finally popped up there. So
Is this our first white t-shirt, too? Is the first white t-shirt that we've ever had in the store.
yeah.
And now you can wear it while you're eating beef.
I will say my favorite part is you said the skin tone matches you a little bit better. That's the most tan I've ever seen you look in your entire
No,
life.
I didn't say it matched me better, but it's much more less problematic than if it had been
Sure.
Samoan skinned, you know what I mean?
We gave you a 6-pack of abs and stuff, too.
It's all very flattering. I have pecs instead of breasts.
Yeah.
My beard is looking nice and full. I look jacked and tanned.
So if you've ever been wondering,
If you smell what
The Dalby.
is cooking.
badshop.ca or text beef to 762-555 or go to the podcast links. The shirt's going to be on sale. We'll put it on sale for 2 weeks, all right?
2 weeks from today. Okay, so that would be the 23rd.
Yes.
One week before my birthday. That's how long you have to buy this thing.
So instead of always asking Dalby if he smells like beef, you can get one of these shirts yourself. And you can also support the Canadian Cancer Society as well while doing it, all
You
right?
know what? If the final outcome of this t-shirt is that people stop sniffing me in public, it will have all been worth it.
If only we could have made them come with a scent. You know how, like, when they said the $50 bill when it first came out smelled like maple syrup?
Yeah.
I wasn't able to figure that one out.
That's for the best.
I tried to take a swab of you, but it didn't work in
You
the
know
lab.
what?
Yeah.
It's perfect that the shirt doesn't smell like beef, because neither do I.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Ed's word of the day.
Let's see what he's got.
Good morning. Today's word. Addle. Addle. Yeah, addle. A-D-D-L-E, addle.
Oh.
Anyways, it's to confuse or confound. That's pretty easy to do to me when after I smoked a big fatty. Anyways, that's about it. Have a great one. Cheers up.
Addle?
Addle, I guess, yeah.
When I Googled it, it said what Ed said, but it also said rotten as well.
Oh.
Is another term. It could either be rotten or confused are the two terms that it has for it.
See, I have heard people say, like, addle-brained, when this election in the States got announced that it was likely going to be Biden and Trump. The word addled was being used a lot to describe both candidates.
Okay.
So I have heard this before. I have never heard it of of rotten before.
I also thought he was saying Adele at first, like the singer.
The musician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to be honest, from now on, whenever I look inside my fridge, and I think we all do it when you buy that spring mix you say you're going to eat, and then you see it at the back of the fridge just dead.
Oh, it's gone all Adele.
It's gone Adele because it's looking at you like... That's what it is. When all your food goes bad in the fridge, it's gone Adele.
So much baby spinach that I had the best of intentions for.
Addle, or Adele. Use it wherever you can today, all right?
For more Brock and Dalby, tune in weekday mornings 5:30 to 9.
The Brock and Dalby podcast is brought to you by badshop.ca, the Brock and Dalby merch store. with all proceeds going to the Canadian Cancer Society.